Now try to see the scenario here. What is our target and how we are going to approach in this question. See, this is what our ship. This is what a center of gravity of the ship. Center of gravity means capital G. Through this one, about this point, ship is going to take a turn. Okay, that is, we will see what is the meaning of center of gravity in upcoming discussion. Is maneuvered by what? Position of the ship is going to manage by what? We have a three tugs means one tugboat here, another tugboat here, and another tugboat here. First tugboat applying force of 14 kilonewton at an angle of 16 degree. Second one 15 kilonewton at an angle of 50 degree. And third one is what? 17 kilonewton. You are getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So now before going further, 1 minute. 1 minute. So here, if you observe the things here carefully, just have a look at this drawing. Observe this drawing carefully. I'm going to explain you this drawing. What is this drawing here? Observe the drawing here carefully. See, observe the things here carefully. What we did in this drawing. Suppose here we have what? What we did here in this drawing. Here we have what? This 14 kilonewton. So this is what? A 14 kilonewton. It is making how much angle, sir?
60 degree.
60 degree. So this one. So this 14 kilonewton will have what? Two components.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One component y direction, another component
X direction.
Now here the components, how we have shown the components. As force goes inward, its component also what? What happened to its component?
It's inverse.
Inverse. Means here we are using second way of representation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So see, remember one point. Whenever the force goes inward, components also what? Going what?
Inward.
Inward. Means here we have shown two components of 14 kilonewton. Similarly, what we did in this drawing, this is what? Our 15 kilonewton. This 15 kilonewton will have what? Two component. One component x direction, another component y direction. As 15 kilonewton going inward, its component also what? Going inwards. And now what about 17 kilonewton? Will not have any component because this 17 kilonewton directly in what? Y direction.
Understood, sir.
Directly in y direction, so that's why 17 kilonewton will not have any component. And this is what, if you remember, basically this is what a center line of the ship, and in future you are going to study a naval, and center line of the ship is denoted by this symbol. See, L. How we denote center line? In naval, these things are there in naval.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
How we denote? L. And
C.
in L, C, that is what a center line of the ship. So this side will become what? What this side will become? This side will become port side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This side will become port side, and this side will become what?
Starboard side.
Starboard side. You got this drawing?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this figure?
No, sir.
No.
So the above figure, this figure, what it was written, sir, the bottom of the 15 kilonewton, is it 15 sin 15 आएगा, sir? Kilonewton 15 sin 50 degree आएगा.
Oh, here it is a mistake. Oh, yes. It is
15 sin 15 है,
15 sin 50, correct. Not a 15.
Okay,
15 sin 50 kilonewton, sir. Correct. Very good.
Okay.
So this component will become what? 15 sin 50. Now our target is what? What is our target? What we have to find out? Magnitude and direction of resultant force. What we have to find out? Our target is what? Magnitude
direction
of the what? Resultant force acting on the ship. And here we will assume R as a what? Resultant force in kilonewton. Because all forces are in kilonewton, so we will assume resultant also in what?
kilonewton.
Kilonewton. And Rx will be what? Its component. Rx will be what? Component of R in X direction. And
And
Ry will be what? Component of
component of R in Y
Y
direction.
direction. Okay. Before going further, please write down this one. Now, how to get the Rx, sir? What is meant by Rx? Summation of forces in X direction. Now, what are the forces here in X direction? Tell me. What are the forces here in X direction? First of all,
Uh,
this one.
14 cos 60.
Plus or minus?
Sir, it is plus.
See, observe the direction. Observe the arrow. 14 cos 60 arrow.
Okay, okay, okay. Then it will be minus.
So, minus 14 cos 60.
Yes, sir.
Then, we have a 15 cos 50. 15 cos 50. What will be this one? Plus or
Minus.
minus?
Minus.
Minus 15 cos 50. What about this 17 kilonewton? It is in X direction or Y direction?
It is in Y direction,
So
sir.
no need to take in X direction. So what will be
Yes.
the our Rx?
Rx
Please
will
do the
be
calculation of this one. Minus 14 cos 60 minus 15 cos 50. How much it will become?
minus 16.64, sir.
Minus
6.
16.6418
Yes, sir.
unit kilonewton.
Yeah, it's kilometer.
So as we are getting a negative value, it means what? Its direction must be what? We will write down positive value at the end and we will show the direction like this. It is in
Okay.
negative. Whenever we will get a negative value of Rx, it means what? It is in what?
My negative direction.
So at the end we will write down its magnitude. So this will denote what? Magnitude of Rx. This will denote what? Magnitude.
Magnitude of Rx.
And this will denote what?
Negative direction.
Direction of Rx. Means what? Negative X direction.
Okay, sir.
So please write down up to Rx here. And why we are doing all these things? Because our target is what? We have to find out resultant R. That is what our target, resultant force. And to get a resultant force R, we need a what? Its component Rx and what?
Direction.
Its component Rx and Ry. Then try to see the scenario here. Now what will be the Ry? Summation of forces in what?
Y direction.
What is meant by Ry? Ry stand for what? Summation of forces in what?
Y direction.
Summation of forces in Y direction. Try to see the things here carefully. So what are the forces here in Y direction? Tell me. Ry. What are the forces? First of all, this
Sir,
14 sine 60 plus or minus?
that is minus 14 sine 60
Minus 14 sine 60
and plus 15 sine 50.
plus 50.
15, 15 sine 50,
So
then plus
this
17.
1 minute. So this one will become what? 15 sine 50 plus
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 17.
plus 17 kilonewton. So if you do the calculation before writing down the things, please do the calculation first of all.
Okay, sir.
How much you are getting?
1 minute, sir. Calculating. Sir, 16.36 in plus
16.3663
663. Yes, sir.
kilonewton. We are getting a positive means what? Its direction must be what? Upward. So this will be what? A magnitude of Ry,
And direction.
and this will denote what, sir?
Direction.
Direction of what? Ry. As we are
R.
getting a positive, so we will take a directly positive value. Any doubt
Okay.
in this discussion?
No, sir.
So please write down this discussion. So now here what we got it, we got the Rx, we got the Ry, and our
Yes.
target is what? To get the R. And how to get R means, here see, I have given you a note. If you remember my discussion, I have given you note. Whenever we have a given force, and means whenever we have a components, and from components what we want to find out?
Triangular way.
We want to find out from a, if you want to find out the force from its component, then we
Then
will prefer triangle way.
triangle.
And
Yes.
how to get a triangle way? Just have a look at this drawing, sir. How to get a triangle way? To get a triangle way, first of all, what we will draw Rx. What is the direction of Rx, sir? See this one.
Negative. Negative direction.
What is the direction of Rx? Negative x direction. What is the direction of Rx?
Negative x direction.
So this will be what? Rx. Then we will have what, sir? Where Rx ended, we will draw what? Ry. Ry will be in what? Positive y direction. So that's why upward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this will be what? Our Ry. So Rx, Ry, and our closing side of this triangle will become what?
R.
The closing side of this triangle will become what?
R.
R. And this we will say this one has a what? A theta.
Yeah.
So then R will be equal to what by Pythagoras theorem? Try to see the scenario.
Root of Rx square plus Ry square.
You are getting my point? Any doubt in this discussion? So R is equal to what? Root of
Rx square plus Ry square.
Rx square plus
Plus
what? Ry square. So R will become what? Under root of Rx square plus Ry square. Rx is how much we have? 16.6418 square. 1 minute. 16.6418 square. Ry 16.3663 square. Please do the calculation and tell me the value of R. Don't write anything. First of all, do the calculation. 16.6418 square plus 16.3663 square. How much value you are getting?
Sir, 284.497.
No, it is wrong. Check it properly.
Okay, sir.
Under root of square root.
Okay, I will check, sir.
It must be what? 23.34106 kilonewton.
Yes, sir. 23.34106.
So in this way we got a what? In this way we got a what value of R. So this will become what? Magnitude of
R.
Magnitude of resultant force.
Yes, sir.
And then we need a direction theta. So tan theta will be equal to what? Opposite by adjacent. Ry by
Yeah.
what?
Rx.
Rx. So theta will become what? Tan inverse. Theta will become what? Tan inverse of what?
Ry by Rx.
Ry by what? Rx. So tan inverse of what? Ry 16.3663. Rx will become what? 16.6418.
8.
Please do the calculation and tell me the value of theta.
44.5217, sir.
44.5 to 18.
517.
Can we take 18? 179 means?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
One
this
nine.
will become what?
It's a degree.
Direction
Meter. Direction.
of resultant force. So in this way, we got a what? We got a magnitude of resultant
Resultant
force,
force and direction of the resultant force.
resultant force. That is what our target of the A part. That is what they are asking us in A part. Magnitude
Yes.
and direction of what?
Resultant force.
Resultant force. You got this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So before going further, please start writing down this discussion. Please write down this discussion.
Yes, sir.
Now what is our next target, sir? Magnitude and direction of resultant moment. What is our
Moment.
next target?
Magnitude direction of the resultant moment.
Resultant moment. Now here what we did, we replaced all these four forces, all the sorry not four forces, these two forces by its component, these two forces by what? Its component, means 14 kilonewton and 15 kilonewton by its two components. Now what we are going to take, so moment will be generate about, ship is going to turn about this G point, about this center of gravity G.
Yes, sir.
So we have to find out resultant moment, and we have seen moment means what? Force into perpendicular distance. So
Yes, sir.
how to get a resultant moment? In B part, our target is what? We have to find out what? We have to find out resultant moment. Now this resultant moment will be what? About which point that resultant moment will be? Resultant moment will be what? At which point? It will be at point, which point?
Uh,
At a G point. Ship is going
yes.
to take a turn about what? About this G point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
About G point. So now
Hmm.
try to see the scenario here. Try to see the things here. So this 14 cos 60. First of all, we will see 14 cos 60. What is the effect of 14 cos 60 about G? It is a clockwise or anti-clockwise, sir? 14.
Uh,
14
Anti-clockwise.
like this, anti-clockwise.
Yes, sir.
14 cos 60 effect about G. And perpendicular distance will be what? So anti-clockwise means what? Minus 14 cos 60. Perpendicular distance will be what, sir? 14 cos 60 perpendicular distance with respect to G point, sir.
G point.
Of this 14 cos 60 perpendicular distance. Moment means what? Perpendicular distance.
Okay, okay. Perpendicular distance will be
Just have a look here on this.
7 meters. 7 meters.
So perpendicular distance, this will be this one, 7 meter.
Yes, sir.
And see, basically before going further, 1 minute. So resultant moment is nothing but the summation of
Force into
summation
distance.
of moments.
Yes, sir.
Resultant moment will be what? Summation of all moments.
Yes, sir.
And about which point we are going to take that moment? About the G point.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So minus 14 cos 60 into what? 7. Why we are taking minus? Because it is in anti-clockwise.
Yes, sir.
Try to see the this. Try to see the this one. It
Yes.
is going to turn ship like this,
Yes.
anti-clockwise.
Yes, sir.
Then 14 sin 60. So see what we did here. Otherwise you will say 14 kilonewton. We replace 14 kilonewton by its two components. So roll of 14 kilonewton get finished. So 14 sin 60. What will be the 14 sin 60? Clockwise or anti-clockwise about G?
Anti-clockwise, sir.
Observe carefully. See, this is a G point.
Yes, sir.
This is a G point.
Yes, sir.
And this is a 14 sin 60. So what will be the effect of 14 sin 60 about G, sir?
Clockwise, sir.
Don't say. First time you say anti-clockwise. Now you are saying clockwise.
Because first time I was looking in a way that the 14 sin 60 behind G. I am looking behind G, so the rotation direction is I thought it was anti-clockwise.
See, so this, suppose this is what our G point and this is what 14 sine 60. So effect will be what? Like this. So it must be what? In which direction? Clockwise.
Yeah, clockwise.
So 14 sine 60, perpendicular distance of 14 sine 60 with respect to G. Tell me perpendicular distance.
Perpendicular distance, sir. Perpendicular distance is 7 meter. 14 sine 60 है ना sir. 14 sine 60 का perpendicular distance will be 23 meter.
23 meter. 14 sine 60 perpendicular distance will be what?
23 meter.
So perpendicular distance 23 meter. So
yes.
Clockwise means plus, 14 sine 60. We will assume one direction positive, another direction negative. So perpendicular distance 23. Then we will have another force 15 cos 50. What is the effect of 15 cos 50 clockwise, anti-clockwise?
Sir, clockwise, sir.
See this one, huh? This one, yes, like this. Observe this one.
Yes, sir, clockwise.
Clockwise, it is going to turn clockwise. And perpendicular distance 15 cos 50, this one.
Yes, sir, 15 cos 50 will be clockwise.
Perpendicular distance?
Sir, perpendicular distance will be 7 meters.
Perpendicular. So this will be perpendicular distance 7 meter. Yes, so 15 cos 50 plus 15 cos 50 perpendicular distance 7. Then we will have what? 15 sin 50.
Yes, sir. 15 sin 50. The perpendicular distance will be 10 meters.
Clockwise, anti-clockwise?
Sir, it will be clockwise.
Observe once again. See this one. See 15 sin 50. This is what our G point. And this is the effect of 15 sin 50. How it is going to turn? Like this, na?
Yeah.
So then this will. So then this will be what? Anti-clockwise. So effect of 15 sin 50 will be what? Anti-clockwise minus 15 sin 50, and perpendicular distance will be how much?
Perpendicular distance will be 10 meters.
So this will be what? A perpendicular distance.
Yes, sir.
So this perpendicular distance will be what? A 10 meter. And at the end, what is remaining now? Which force is remaining?
17 kilonewton.
Clockwise, anti-clockwise?
Sir, this will be clockwise, sir.
Clockwise, perpendicular distance?
Perpendicular distance will be 7 meters.
Perpendicular distance will be 7 meter. So, how much force? 17 kilonewton, na? 17, perpendicular distance 7. So,
yes, sir.
Plus 17 multiplied by perpendicular distance, how much we have?
7 meters.
So, this 7 meter, observe this one.
Yes.
So, please do the calculation, and in this way, we will get a resultant moment.
Sir, इसमें एक doubt है that.
What is your doubt, sir, in there?
So in the direction, that plus and minus, which I made a mistake. Like it's the top on the 14 sin 60 kilonewton. This direction, I have told that earlier it was negative, and why it is confusing, sir, actually.
See, just observe. See, always keep G with you.
Okay, sir.
And keep a direction of 14 sin 60. This one.
Okay.
And observe here how it is going to turn G. Like this.
Yes, sir. The ship will rotate like this one. So
then
it will be clockwise.
It will be clockwise.
Yeah.
About G.
Okay.
That you have to think, sir. And these things will not get clear in one day. You have to do a lot of practice. After the completion of the class, you have to solve this numerical by yourself once again.
Okay.
So in one day, you will not get expert in taking a moment, clockwise, anti-clockwise. You have to do a lot of practice, and then see, two things are very, very important here. First thing is taking a components. You will not become expert in components in one day. And second thing is what? Direction of moment. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then third thing is what? Perpendicular distance. So these three things will not become an expert in one day. You have to do a lot of practice daily. A lot of numericals you have to solve. You have to do the things whatever teacher is teaching you in the class. You have to practice once again. See the things. If you are not getting the point, ask the teacher in the next day. And then your doubts will get cleared in more detailed way.
Okay, sir.
So now...
Sir, I have one doubt. The above 17 kilometer, the 17 kilometer, the vertical direction, it is the 17 kilometer, the direction is plus only.
Not because of it is for summation of forces in y, or see, there are three things. One is summation of forces in x,
Yes,
another
sir.
one is summation of forces in y, and
Yes,
third
sir.
one is summation of forces in moment.
Yes, sir.
Here this one positive, this one negative.
Yes, sir.
Here this one positive, this one.
Negative.
Here clockwise we will consider positive, anti-clockwise we will consider what?
Negative.
Negative. So now here what is
So now the 17 kilonewton for the moment it will be positive
why positive? Why?
because it is clockwise. It is in clockwise.
For a moment you have to see clockwise, anti-clockwise. For
Yeah, yeah.
for summation of forces in y direction you have to see upward direction or downward direction.
Okay,
And
sir.
for summation of forces in x direction you have to see whether it is towards left, towards right, or towards left.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
That is what we have to see. I will give you the direction also. All these
Okay.
things you have to do a lot of practice. All the things.
Understood, sir.
Any more doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
So now we will go try to get a resultant moment. Please do this calculation and we will get a moment. Summation of moment about G.
1 minute, sir. Sir, 301.44, sir.
301.
0.4462.
301.4462 unit
Uh,
kilonewton
yeah,
meter.
Newton meter. Yes, momentum, force in the distance.
Force is in kilonewton. We have taken all the forces in kilonewton, and distance is we have taken in what? Meter.
Yes.
And we are getting a positive means what here? Clockwise direction.
Clockwise direction.
So we are getting positive means clockwise means what here? Clockwise means what? Clockwise with respect to ship is turning like this.
Yes, sir.
Means it is going towards port side or towards starboard side, sir.
It is moving towards starboard side. The aft part is going towards port side, and the forward part is going towards starboard side.
So ship is what?
Turning, turning towards starboard side.
To starboard. You are getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this discussion?
No, sir.
1 minute. So this will be what? A magnitude. This will be what? Magnitude of resultant force, and this will be what?
Direction.
Direction. Please write down this discussion.